What's going on, Odessa, Florida? That stuff potent, boy. It ain't that good tasting, but it get the job done. Hey, Miss Lisa. I'm giving it that 2-minute window. Let me redo this one. Uh-oh. Y'all, you did. All right. Hey. Hey, Ella. I found your videos. Ella, that thing is super long. So I'm gonna send them all to you. I'll put them on a flash drive. We did the whole day. So I got that. So I found it and I'm gonna get you your videos. What's going on, Memphis, Tennessee? You see it? All right, everybody. So today I'm gonna drop a little more knowledge to you guys, and I'm gonna give you guys some knowledge. I say again, everybody know this is my full. I quit my job, so I'm doing this full time. So I got to make the best of it. And how they say, I burnt all the ships. I burnt all the ships. You know, so I got to make it happen. Sink or swim. This is what you're gonna get. So I'm finna hip you guys to something, right? A lot of us, a lot of our daily transactions, in our daily lives, we go through things, situations, and peoples, and more than often we come in contact with some assholes. Oh yeah, by the way, I supposed to everybody, all the other YouTube say I supposed to say this right when I start. If you're feeling the content and you liking what you see, hit the like button. And for all newcomers, subscribe to the channel. I have a nice little pitch for the beginning of these things, but you know. So so as we go out through our daily lives, as our entire lives, we're gonna run into people, various people. Some people we're gonna run into, they're gonna be assholes. Some people we run into, they're gonna be the sweetest people on the planet. Now, I was proposed a question last night after I got done with all my readings. Someone proposed a question to me, and I said, this is something we should talk about because listen here, tribe. Not everybody on the planet is a demon, and not everybody on the planet is an angel. Not everybody that you get into conflict with is a demon, and not everybody that got your back is an angel. Somebody could do something good for you and be the rottenest, most terriblest person on the goddamn planet. Somebody could be a jackass, but they have a heart of gold. That don't make them a demon or an angel. But what I'm going to show, what the information I'm going to give you guys here, I'm going to tell you how to spot a demon. You don't have to be no super duper spiritualist. You don't have to balance a glass of water on your head and jump on one toe. You ain't got to do all that shit. It's all boiled down to smell. Baron, people wear deodorant. People wear cologne. People wash their ass. Hygiene is everything, they say. At least for me. But I'm talking about a different kind of smell. And the only way I could describe it is smelling with your third eye. Supernatural senses. But dealing with your supernatural senses in order for us to make sense of it all, to make sense of anything we see, touch, smell, taste, however, we have to have that 3D sense. It has to be able to relate to a thought, a memory, or a learned experience. People say in the supernatural, when we deal with the supernatural, this is something foreign to us that we never learned what a demon looked like, what an angel looked like, or anything like this. And I beg to differ. In my understanding of it, what I've read, understood, and been taught, I understand it a little bit differently. We have an extensive knowledge of the supernatural. We have an extensive knowledge of the occult practices. We have an extensive knowledge of the magic. This is why, if we go by 3 or 4 different systems that practically say the same thing, we was up there in the ether. We made a choice to come here to live out this experience. While we was up there, we got knowledge, we got information, we shared experience. Y'all know my theory on 2012. The world did end, and they had to recreate us into another world. While we was up there waiting for this world to be inhabited, the new world, which the Mandela effect and all that take over, we was up there talking to each other, sharing each other experience, getting to know source energy, and we came down knowing everything about everybody. We just don't know how to connect to them telepathically like we did up there because we got this flesh blocker. So people say, how can you relate a sense? And pay attention to this, people. This is real teaching. How can you relate something of the supernatural to which we have no understanding of, no true understanding of, to an earthly sense, to be able to recognize that which is, that which isn't? And again, we have the experience of dealing with this, with the supernatural and the occult, angels, demons, fairies, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you choose to dabble in. Because while we was up there, we learned. We learned their names. We learned how to call them by their names. We learned how to speak their language. We learned how to make certain hand gestures, movements, certain things to block off and all that shit there. That means something. We learned how to write and scribe to keep them sealed in pots, put signs and sigils on your door to keep them at bay from coming in. We learned that. That knowledge wasn't just taught to the select few. I'm telling you some serious shit. A lot of people will hide this from you and say, oh, well, it comes from my bloodline. I'm the only one that can do this. I'm the only one that can sit up there and speak for God and speak for the heavens and do this. Who the fuck made you king? The last I checked, we all came from source energy. And coming from source energy, that's a fraction of it. So, with that being said, here is how you can spot a demon. And I'll tell you how you can spot an angel too. But this is how you can spot a demon right now in the 3D, flesh and blood, bones and all that shit there. This is how. And put this to the test. And y'all come back in on one of my videos, say, Baron, you was lying, I ain't see shit. Or, Baron, goddamn. So, I told you, spotting a demon, recognize a demon, it always comes from the smell, the nostrils, the nose. You got to think about how powerful this is. We can smell something a mile away. We can smell something a mile away. We can smell something right now. Somebody fart take a shit in the bathroom at work. The bathroom way down the hall. But you know what? When that person come back, you just look at them, you're like, nasty bitch. I wonder did they wash their hands. How do you know that person just came to the bathroom? Because you can smell it. You can sense it. It worked like that with demonology and angelology too. I'm gonna give you a couple examples before I give you the actual method. Because some people they say, oh, that's how you spot them by bearing them out. So I gotta. Somebody say I gotta learn how to carry it on. I can't carry it on. I'm just too straightforward with the shit. So it's all about the smell, right? So when you meet a person, I share a personal story. Y'all told me y'all like that. So when you meet a person, and that person may be dressed up to the nines, that person may look good as hell, person may have it on, long hair don't care, all that. But you meet a person and they begin to smell sour to you, rancid, like a real bitter lemonous, not the bitter from that horrible red cake icing. I hate that shit. But the bitter from like a citrus, a lemon, just get that sour. I refer to it when I run into a demon. I call it a sour pickle, a rotten pickle. That's what I say. I whip my head. So like gym socks, yeah, like sweaty fungus gym sock. So you meet somebody, male or female, and I'm gonna talk about the 5 different smells. Listen, I'm finna go deep with y'all. Y'all wanted the teaching, I'm gonna give it to you. And if I step on your toes, some of the people out there, I step on your toes, that means you need to get your ass to get a spiritual cleansing off you. Because you got the Hank, you got the demon, and you got whatever the hell else thing on you. So I'm gonna step on some toes, brothers and sisters, but it's all in love. So you meet somebody, male or female, they smell sour. You just like, damn, they got on Versace cologne. I know they clothes clean. They done brushed their teeth. We at the club, so a nigga had to wash his ass. She had to freshen up the bunkie. But why they smell like this? They're smelling like that because that is the essence of a demon. That is the essence of whatever manner a thing that's afflicting them. It has manifested into a scent, an aura to which they can't wash off. Now, when you come across that person that smells like a sour apple, sour pickle, that gym socks, that moldy, sweaty fungus, you're coming across that person who is actually somebody who is sleeping around with multiple people. This person has no sense of family loyalty or self-sustainability, or they don't care about their self-safety. If I'm stepping on somebody's toes, y'all tell me, Baron, you just said some shit, bro. You just pissed a lot of playboys off. You just pissed a lot of bald head hoe shit off. But am I wrong? Y'all check back to y'all personal experience. Y'all met somebody, first thing they say, I got multiple dudes, I got multiple homeboys, I got multiple chicks I'm fucking with, and y'all give them a hug at the end of that initial flirt, greeting, and although the cologne smell good, but when that skin touch your skin, it's like you get in your car, you walk away, you get a nasty taste in your mouth, the throat moisture, and you, damn, it's just something about that person. He or she fine as fuck, but it's just something about that person, just sour, just nasty, unclean. But you guys never related that to that particular demon that person is carrying around. I'm talking from experience now. Trust me. Let's take it to the bedroom. You get ready to get sick. You get ready to get down in the business. The boinky booky wow wow thingy. She pulled down her undies. You don't get that oh so fresh, clean smell. Not saying it's bad. Not saying she got something, but you get something unusual to what you ain't used to. or to what in your mind you know what it's supposed to be like, smell like, etc. Because you've had a previous experience of something that makes sense. Well, Baron, every girl different. Now my pH can, oh, she or he could have just had a rough day, right? Wrong. Ain't that many rough days. It is. Because I don't watch X-rated movies where the chick in the shower prior to getting it down. And I'm pretty sure they rubbed that hand across that bitch properly. Same thing with the brothers. He go to drop his underwear, and you go down there to examine the torpedo, and you realize, man, this thing don't smell like natural body odor, skin and sweat. It has a rancid, sour smell. These are people with multiple partners. That's the demon that you're dealing with. So people, to recap that one first demon that I'm talking to you about, that's the one that has a lot of sex partners that gets around. That person will begin to smell sour, tainted, like moldy, sweaty gym socks mixed with a sour pickle. It's not nothing to make you gag. It's something to make you think. So, hugging on somebody and they smell sour, they're a whore. They're whores. Multiple sex partners. That's one. Now let's get into, let me show you how to recognize this demon right here. Let's get into the demons that smell like metal. When you meet somebody and somebody smell like metal, iron, copper. Hell, we'll say lithium. Shit, I don't even know if that's a metal, but fuck it. You meet somebody, you greet them, you may give them a hug, you may shake their hand, and they smell like metal, smell like a metallic blood taste to them. They may have a liver disorder, but they have that metallic scent coming off from over them. These are the demons that take lives. Oh, Baron, you teaching now. I've been watching you for 2, 3 years. You ain't never said no shit like this. Like car oil. Exactly. These are the people who have taken a life. So that particular individual person is either tied to somebody who has blood on their hand or is influenced by somebody who can take it, who can take a life. Now, I've watched a couple murder mystery shows, Snapped and all that shit there. Some of the people they described and say when he used to come around, he had this metal smell to him. He had this metal smell to him. He smelled like iron, copper. Why would these people over multiple regions and places say the same thing about somebody who committed a heinous crime and unlived somebody? If you meet somebody and they got a heavy metal, metallic scent, this person is capable of taking your life. That's another demon. That's how you recognize them. Baron, you talking too much. You saying too much shit. You crazy. You wrong. If y'all want me to continue talking, I got a couple more. If y'all want me to continue talking, I need to know you're out there. So motive be. Say, Baron, keep on keeping on. Hurry up, get done, man. Give me some kind of affirmation that y'all listening. Go ahead, continue. All right, all right. I just needed 3 So, recap now. If they smell sour, they're whores. If they smell metalish, blood, any kind of liver, any kind of metallic smell, these are the demons attached to people that can take your life very easily. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. Those two there, that's common shit. But let's get into the real riffraff of the demon bunch, how to spot these. You ever heard of the term he or she smelt sickly sweet? Sickly sweet. Oh, it's easy to get rid of those type of demons too. Trust me. So if you run across a person and they smell sickly sweet, they have a nice, fruity, fresh, fruity smell to them, but it kind of nauseating, make you sick, want to throw up. This is the most common demon that attaches itself to people. I don't have a name for it. I can tell you that because I don't think nobody ever researched which demon, and I'm not a demonologist or nothing like that. Demologist, I don't know the fucking word either. To study which is that of a demon. I'm not that guy. But I know what I know. And if you run across somebody and they have a sickly sweet smell to them, this is the demon of sickness. This person has a disease. This person is more than willing to give you this disease, unbeknownst to you in secret or unbeknownst to them for not taking precautions. Baron, come on, man, you tripping. That don't even make sense. If a motherfucker smells sickly sweet, maybe he got diabetes. It generate the same smell, right? I heard that. A pastor told me that. I say, that man smells sickly sweet. Well, he got diabetes. He got the sugar. That's why he's smelling sweet. Flies attracted to him too. Notice how they want to play off the fly. Lord of the Fly attracted to sickly sweet people, right? It's the sugar in the blood. My daughter eat a lot of candy. I ain't never seen a fly hovering over her ass and she don't smell sickly sweet. I know a lot of people with diabetes that don't smell like, if I go around them, I want to throw up because they smell sweet and nauseous at the same time. So you can't play me with that one. This is the aura of a demon. A demon has infected your aura. Sickly sweet. These are the demons that carry diseases. That will get you a disease because you got to think about it. This nose right here, this pineal gland, and this nose, it can smell anything that can infect your body, infiltrate your body, make you sick, make your kingdom done. So it masks the sickness with the one thing that everybody needs, something sweet. Our brain triggered when it comes to something sugarish, sugar-y, sweet, enjoyable, savory sweetness. So you can smell the sickness, but they trick you to saying, okay, it's a sweet scent behind it. And now you can be infected by this demon. He could get inside your aura, even if you don't sleep with him. They could get inside your aura, and they can have a nasty attitude. I need help personality. And they'll be draining your life force. Building them up, and they never gonna get better. And they draining your ass down till you start wearing down. I hope I'm making sense. This is what I've grown to learn and from my experience. So a recap on this, if that person smells sickly sweet, that is the demon of sickness. Yeah, they'll say pestilence. I guess since nobody know what the fuck that is. That's 3 so far, right? Before I move on to the 4th one, I want to share this story with you guys. And y'all know I'm transparent as fuck. Some people say, Baron, you say too much. You're showing your hand. You're tipping yourself off. I'm proud of where I come from. I'm proud of what I've been through. I'm proud of who I am today. I'm proud of the knowledge and the strength I've gained. But back in my day, when I was gang banging, I met some people. And I'm not a super bad mofo. I'm not a super bad mofo now. I done got my ass kicked a couple times. But I done chipped a couple tooth my damn self. These knuckles ain't scarred up just from reading tarot cards. You feeling me? I ain't never in my life met somebody, a human, that made me take a step back and reassess how I was gonna interact with them and the people who I was at this particular shindig to meet. Until I met these two people from the same gang, higher up than me. One was named General and the other one was named Lee. I walk in the room and they were decked out fresh to death. Man, these people smelled like straight metal, blood. It's like if you were cooking a piece of liver in the kitchen, you could smell the iron oxide and shit coming from them. Instantly, it was a putrid smell mixed with cologne. X, Y, and Z said, oh, them my personal hitters. Them boys put in work. That's when that terminology was floating around. Them boys put in work. The scent of that metal and that spilled blood on their hands smelled so bad to when I walked in the room, I got afraid, people. Again, I'm not no super badass. I know how to handle myself if it come down to it. And I ain't gonna show no fear or punk out when it come to, you know, a group of people because I'm from the streets. I know how to handle myself. Man, look at that touching me again shit. Y'all see I'm talking and every something rubbing my leg. I put on lotion today. I walk in and I see them and instantly I say, ooh. And they laugh. They say, what, we stinking? Making a joke. I say, man, somebody got on too much cologne. I had to play it off. But all the while, I was seeing it with my God senses. And I could just smell the iron and the death and all that shit on them. You want to talk about a nigga that humbled himself real motherfucking quick? That's how bad that energy came off of their ass. That's how well that demon was stuck on their ass. The demon of destruction, death, and murder. Nigga humbled this. I humbled myself. Boy. Hey man, everything good? Yeah, brother, yeah. You know, normally I wouldn't say a word, be like, you know, get that step. What the fuck you talking about? What you want, man? Make this shit quick. I ain't do none of that because I ain't never come face to face with such a nasty presence. Something that could have took me out and didn't give a fuck about taking me out. So I humbled myself. I was in the midst of some real hitters, how they call it nowadays. So we talked a little bit, chopped it up. I got out of there. I never wanted to go back in that room again with them cats. When them cats came the way I was and they'll greet me and we'll talk about it. And I will admit I was afraid of those two. Now I'm pretty sure there's worse people on the planet than them. But those two, I actually saw, knew, and my soul said, these are not the two to fuck with. And I humbled myself. Why would a flesh and blood man humble himself to another man? And these are thin, skinny cats. I always been pretty brawny. I probably could have took them in a fist fight, but my spirit ain't no dummy either. And that motherfucker say, these two, nigga, you playing beyond your means. These cats ain't about the foolishness. They ain't gonna do the rah-rah. They ain't gonna do none of that shit. They gonna bust your ass. So I backed up. Didn't want to deal with them no more. Tried to avoid them every chance I got. Now that's that iron, metallic, metal smell, blood. And just to drive it home, I remember there was a movie with Vin Diesel in it. I want to say his name was Riddick, Pitch Black or something. And they caught him on this planet, and he was given a description of how he drinks blood. And after he killed the people, he said that he liked to mix it with a peppermint schnapps. It leaves a nice metallic taste to the palate. Coincidence, people? That's your murder demon. Now, let's go over here to this fourth one. So we got the sickly squeak. That's the one that'll make you sick, disease carriers, all that stuff. Let's go over here to the fourth one. This one right here is going to freak you out. Y'all tell me if you smelt this smell before. Yes or no. I'm going to read the comments after that. You ever smelled the mixture of bubblegum and pork products? Regular old big chew. The one coming in the blue and yellow and white package with the kings of the cars on it. That bubblegum mixed with pork products. Pig feet, pork and vinegars. Pig feet, pickled sausage, pork products. A lot of people don't smell it. You typically smell it on children. So I'm finna get y'all right. Cause some of y'all pissed off at these children, and it ain't the children, it's the demon that's affected that children or in that child's aura. The smell of pig feet and pork products. Give me a minute. So, pig feet and pork products, pickled pork products. Elementary school, there you go. There you go. It ran rampant in elementary schools. You go to any elementary school, you can find this. You go to a playground. Back in the day when kids played outside and that sun got to touch their ass because you know that sun was exposing, making them sweat a little bit, you would smell it on them. That demon right there is the demon that affects children. This is the demon that make children have the sharp ass fucking mouths, talk back to the parents, just brats, disrespectful to adults and all that. That's that demon. Again, I don't have a name for it. I just know their actions. Because with my spiritual eye and senses, I can see this. And I told you the best way to recognize a demon is by your smell. That nose is a mofo. These kids was running around here eating pig feet, chewing bubblegum. And every hood had a candy lady that served some form of pickled pork and some form of candy, sugarish mix. And it's a nauseating smell. Once you smell it, Parents would say, go get in the shower, you stink. But you guys would attribute that shit to the son. You guys would attribute that to the son. If I'm making sense, y'all let me know something. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Yes, hello. Um, so that is a very adolescent demon, and that type of demon only affects children. You'll never find an adult smelling like pig feet and bubble gum because it don't affect adults. That's how you recognize the demon on a child. And it's boys and little girls. Bubble gum and I'm gonna say vinegarish pork products. Mix that shit together. That's the smell you get on little kids. It typically affects little girls more so than boys, but you'll find it on little boys too. That's the fourth one. So, oh, come on, computer, not today. So now let's talk about the fifth one. And I got a couple of clients calling. Let's talk about the fifth one. This is a simple one, and you know it. This is the one that has the simple smell of cake icing. Simple cake icing. You ever open up a thing of cake icing and you smell that sweet, and I used to describe it as a funky person. Like you don't know if it's sweet or it's funky, but it's pure sugar. That's the fifth demon smell on somebody. If you smell somebody and they have that slight ting up there, it get right behind the eye, right up in there, and it spins, break dance right back there. It's bad. That is a that is the demon of how you say deception. They don't, and this demon is very ignorant. It comes off as it thinks it's sweet, it's tempting, tantalizing, but it it comes off as a funky smell, sort of like fresh money, related to fresh money. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. We're gonna relate it to fresh money. When you get a fresh note from the bank, it's fresh off the print, it has the same smell as a freshly opened thing of cake icing. A very sweet but funky smell. Again, this is the demon of deception. Am I telling you guys something y'all shouldn't know, don't want to know, or are gonna forget? That's deception. Because when it comes down to it, people give you money, or money is the great deceiver. Money can get what it wants. We trade our time for money. We trade our life force for money. We trade sexual favors, whatever you want to call it, for money. Goods and services for money. It's a deception. All of that shit can be done with the barter system of in like kinds. But money is a deception. Sweets, icing. That's why you got the term, oh, that's the icing on the cake. You should do that and keep this too, because that will be the icing on the cake. That's deception. That demon typically work in sales. It's a dumb demon. It's a vanity demon. And it's a demon that don't know it's stinking. Everybody else could smell the betrayal, the deceit, the deception, and the stank on it, but it can't because it knows its substance feels good to people. When you win, you get a reward. So it's gonna keep doing what it's doing. How the old saying, can't nobody tell that demon about his ass. Slick hustler. There you go. Y'all getting it? Y'all getting it? Tell me something. They elaborate on this last demon I talked to you guys about. I don't know the name to none of these demons. I'm just telling you the aura of the demon so you can recognize and you can interact with people in a certain way regarding these senses that this nose and shit gonna pick up. You can react a certain way to these people. You can have your faculties and they won't be winning when it comes to you. Now, notice how we refer to our partners when we're trying to get with them or when we want to make them happy or when we want to change their perspective on something. We'll sit up there and call them baby. We'll be like, oh, you so sweet. We'll use the word, what's up, sweetie? That's the mirror effect that this demon has. And we all got that bitch in us. Because we all want to win. Persuade. How you doing, sweetie? Girl, you so sweet and you so fine like wine. Wine is bitter as fuck. Real wine is bitter. The sweet wine, that's just some person that couldn't take the hit of a great Merlot. I'm putting them in reference to where everybody can understand this. Y'all wanted me to teach, I'm finna teach. You call him Mr. Mister? Yeah, Mr. a good word. How y'all feeling about this? How y'all feeling about this teacher? Charmer. We all some charmers. Especially if you got all your teeth. You see I'm doing this right here? We charming. Funky. Funky sweet. Damn, that's the one you embrace. We all embrace that bit. We can't get rid of that one. That's why it's dumb. Because it's there and it don't know it's there. It's just in our energy. The other ones you can watch out for on a very heavier basis than you need to. So we done talked about the self. Here goes some more teaching. We done talked about the self. We done talked about our children, our offspring. We done talked about the parasite. That's the sickness. We done talked about the harm. That's the murderer. And I think, I don't know if we talked about the flatterer. I forgot what the first one is because I'm still... Yes. So we done talked about the 5 things that the demons come in their chaos. The 5 designs of a demon to commit chaos on us. We done talked about them. You got the knowledge. How you going to use it? You're going to turn it into wisdom? Or you just keep it in your knowing box? When you interact with people, the handshake, that's great. Let me ask you a question. Why, in the black culture, when we shake somebody's hand, we get close and we want to pull them in and give them a hug too? That's a safeguard, people. Come here, brother. Come here, brother. We pull them in. Bro, how you been? We touching on the back. It's called hitting somebody on the 5, if you guys didn't know, for men talk. And we hit them on the 5. 5 demons. 5 senses. Oh my God. When we meet somebody, men, we hit them on the five. Because we need to get that smell and aroma from them. We need to know what we're working with, how to protect ourselves, etc. Am I making sense? People, you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the knowledge. Women, you guys got a version of this too. When y'all see a lady, I don't know if that's Jehovah Witness or the paper man. When y'all see another female, and why is my phone ringing, computer tripping, and everybody knocking at the door? They trying to break this up. Ain't gonna happen. I ain't done yet. When y'all see another woman, first thing y'all do, the ones that not too standoffish, the one that can really choose who their next friend gonna be, who the next person they gonna deal with, they get that person an embrace, a hug, conversation. They'll lean forward. How you doing, girl? And get that little fake ass chin touch and kiss on, kiss in the air. You know what that kiss on the air just did? Notice that air you sucked into your body. How you doing, girl? You just got everything bit of aura around that woman. How come women touch their neck with the perfume, back of their ear with the perfume, and they risk? Because these are all the things from hugging, grabbing, communicating, touching. This is all that type of stuff for you to get to see this person's energy, aura, what's going on. And a lot of women has lost that. They don't know what friend girl to trust or what's going on. They don't even know how to greet nobody no more. Want me to tell you why? I ain't touching that bitch. I don't want that bitch in my energy. People, get over that shit. I'm trying to save your lives and your livelihood. Put the girl in your energy. Put them in your energy. How else you gonna get to know them? Just standing off talking to them ain't gonna get it. How you doing, sister? Now you just smelling her Chanel #5. You don't know what type of person she is. But if you could break that aura gap, get in there and you can do that little fake kiss and suck in that air and taste so it can resonate with that nose. Is this a good person or not? I'm dropping some real gems here, people. We brothers, I'm gonna hit you on the 5. If I meet you the first time, I'm gonna hit you on the 5. What's up? If you have any of those smells around you, I know how to treat you moving forward. I know not to let you get in that energy no more. This is how we used to greet people back in the days. Let's take it back to the caveman days. Let's take it back to when people were running around on the Serengeti. How they say we was animals out there in Africa and shit, running around. Cavemen type energies, wild mans. Let's take it up to some animals. I want y'all to see just how serious this message right here can save you guys a lot of fucking heartache, trouble, and even your lives. Take for animals. When a dog meet another dog, he goes around and sniff his ass. When a cat meet another cat, they go around sniff his ass. When all kind of animals go around each other, mammals that is, they sniffing that ass. They smelling the aura, the sense. Is this bitch gonna eat me if I hang around it? Is this a predator? See, I teach my kids this shit. My baby girl, she know. My sons, they know. I teach them. This is how shit's supposed to be. It ain't about, oh, I could get a germ from them. How the fuck you gonna know, does this person have your best interests at heart if you don't touch them or hug them? I'll take it to this right quick, good people. When you meet somebody and y'all on a date, people used to say, what's up with that good night kiss? People got rid of the good night kiss. it turned to a good night hug. If you would have give people good night kiss back in the day, the girls would walk in that house saying, I can't fuck with him. His kiss wasn't right. That's because you got the taste and smell of essence. Guys would walk around, man, that bitch didn't know how to French kiss. I don't know about that. You had the take on whether you were going to deal with that person in a relationship wise because you got a chance to interact with that person's energy. That's why you get the phrase, I feel you. You feel me? I feel you. Negro, if we ain't never met, I can't feel the fucking thing. Come to me, talk to me, hang with me, chill with me. Let's chop it up. I'm telling you some good shit, people. You won't ever be tricked if you learn this. You won't ever be tricked. Y'all want to thank you guys for the donation. This is making me feel real good, by the way. Because again, I'm full time with this thing, and I'm just doing what was laid on my heart. I ain't even think to ask for the actual. Hey, any donation would be fine. It slips my mind. So, but thank you guys who donated. I really appreciate that. Makes me feel good. But people, the ultimate goal of me is to make you safer, better, stronger. And with my limited intelligence, if I can pass that on to you all so you guys can be better, stronger, faster for the future, or endow your lineage with this right here, this information, I did my job. Whatever source up there in the heavens or whatever source welcome me back to the great big ball before I get to come back here or become and be one of you all's guardians, they're gonna say, man, you put it down, bro. You did down. You know, you so cool. I'm finna let you be the next sun in the next galaxy, my nigga. You got this on what? You gonna spray a light on the whole entire planet. Get that bitch life, healing. You know what I'm saying? Warm, cherishing. I wouldn't mind coming back as the sun. Hell of a job. Always be recognized. People, pay attention to this. This teaching right here is the real deal. So far, I've taught you guys the proper way to meditate. Taught you guys about certain mechanical spells, how to reduce your karmic footprint. Now I'm teaching you guys how to avoid demons so you don't get that karmic blast that cause you to flake back out and do something heinous to somebody to make yourself validated again. And it's only gonna get better. Y'all wanted the knowledge, I'm gonna give it to you. Hey Jenna, I got your message. I'm just gonna read some comments. I'm done teaching y'all. I'm just gonna read some comments now for the next 6 minutes. Thank you, 807. I thank you guys for appreciating what I do. Oh, Filson. I never get to see your first name because when I'm all them CHs, I got a problem with CHI. Anything with CH in the middle, it kind of like, I don't know what that mechanism is. Maybe y'all know I see these 3 letters CHI and everything is like everything after that blur to me. I don't know what that is, but I can read everything great. What do we do if our parent has a spirit on them? How do we break it off them if we are in no contact with them? See, that's a simple thing. If you want to break something off your parents or your relatives who you are no longer around, you would mail them something. You would mail them something, but make sure they touch it. So back in the day, people would, and this is Southern Baptist people, I don't know how they did it in the North, but back down here in the South, preachers with male handkerchiefs, and they will put anointing oil on the handkerchief. And the first thing somebody do when they open the box is smelling good. They will pick it up. Oh, this handkerchief smell good. Tuck it in their pocket, the back pocket, put it in their purse. Back in the day, women used to cover up their knees with the handkerchief. The handkerchief was blessed and endowed with positive spiritual energy, covering up the kneecaps or the legs with the handkerchiefs that got rid of your Jezebel spirit. Sniffing it in, got rid of the sickness. So just send them an article of clothing with some anointing prayer oil, and make sure you put it on your altar and pray on that particular item. So when they get it, it's coming with all your influence, and you just say shield them from all the negativity that's on them. You can't get it off them. You're just gonna shield them, and voila. It's so okay. Where is that? I still have one. Somebody said pronounce their name. God damn it. What's the best way to cleanse your house and your car? The best way to cleanse your house and your car, again, you're gonna need sage, dragon blood. This is a car, I'm sorry. You're gonna need sage, you're gonna need dragon blood dropped on it, and you're gonna need a glass, and you're gonna need an egg. You sit up there and you put it in your cigarette department or your water jug. Make sure the little wine glass, the little shot glass fit. You crack the egg, boom, you read the egg. There's more videos out there. I ain't gonna go into it here. It's videos out there to show you how to read an egg. Once you see those eggs and what it means, you will know should you sage under the hood, should you sage the trunk, should you go around the outlining of the car, because people just be sitting up there saging the whole damn car, smoking the whole damn car out, and that ain't where the demon lies at in it. That ain't where the gremlin, how they call them, the problem. The problem could be under the hood. It could be something negative manifesting in a part of a car. Because if your whole car was fucked up, you would get in a car wreck. But people, we have engine failure, flat tires. You know what I'm saying? These are the small items, parts of the car. I mean, check it out. Try it. Oh yeah, problems and gremlins, they hide. So, some probably say, do you know about psychics, people who read other people and leaving doors open? She say, from the question, she did a reading, she got a reading in New Orleans, and she went crazy for a little bit of time. So, people, when you get an in-person reading from somebody, now I'm really getting into the meat and potatoes.